Hello, Jen Gilchrist here. Really excited to do this pick a card reading all about how to align to your next level money goal, right? That could look like financial stability or security. It could look like increasing your income, becoming fully self-employed. The situation could be different for everyone. I'm going to give you 3 piles to choose from. I'd love for you to like, comment, and subscribe if this resonates for you. Let me know how it resonates for you. And I'm really considering doing either a digital course or a small live group program around money or love and money. So you can let me know in the comments below. I haven't created it yet, but if you're interested in it or you have a preference on what appeals to you, put love or love and money, right? Because I think that they really work well together. I work a lot with people, recently been activated to support those who are twin flames and high-level soulmate relationships come into union. And for the feminine right now, it's a lot about aligning with our financial and purpose work. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious about that. So please leave a comment below if that's something that interests you, if you'd like a small live group program or more of a digital home study, and if you'd like love or love and money. So, all right, 3 piles. The dolphin, it's a moonstone. I love this one. Blue calcite. Or a Lemurian gemstone. I'm not sure if that's the actual name, but this is a Lemurian stone. So we're going to call it that. All right, so I'm going to go one more time. So this will be pile 1, the dolphin. Pile 2, the calcite, blue calcite. And pile 3 will be the Lemurian stone. Now I did put the cards down, face down. I have not looked at any of them, but we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first card is All is Well. This is Archangel Jeremiah, and it says, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to with hidden blessings you will soon see. So this tells me you've been probably doing a lot, perhaps self-employed. It feels like you are working on something. You're working, whether it's paying off your debt, whether it's working on becoming fully self-employed or increasing your reach. It feels like you have been working hard, and this is an important validation to keep your focus. Keep your focus like on the enthusiasm. Just know that what you're doing is working, right? Don't quit before the miracle occurs. That's kind of what the vibration was. Ooh, and the next card is Kick Up Your Heels. So exactly, it's about keeping into that enthusiasm. Let go of any worry, any doubt. Just keep your eye focused on the prize. Keep your enthusiasm, your passion high, and really just know that you're doing well. Now, the next card is Attracting, Not Chasing. And so if you're working with clients particularly, like I know I work with a lot of healers, coaches, intuitives, you know, it's important to be in that receptive feminine mode. So perhaps you've been trying really hard, like kind of working in a lot of effort, and maybe it used to be something you're excited about, and now you're feeling like you're just kind of in that zone of working really hard and trying really hard, and you're in that more that masculine doing mode. Now we definitely have to have the masculine and feminine. When I say the masculine, I mean the imbalanced, like effort masculine, right? There's a polarity on both the feminine and masculine where it's aligned and in balance and out of balance. And so this tells me to sink more into your feminine, to that receptive space, and allow yourself to be that beacon of light to attract, you know, money likes to be validated. So what's coming to mind also is perhaps tracking your money, you know, having a little bit more intimate meditation time with your money, you know, just really being in that space of loving on your money space, paying attention to your money space, but also mostly I'm feeling like attracting, not pushing with effort, especially if you are like a coach, healer, reader, or something like that. Contemplation time. So this is telling me, yeah, the feminine space it's going more within, like making sure you have a morning routine of some sort, like spending, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes in the morning or evening, really seeing you have a strong intuition, right? You're very visual in that way. And so using your intuition, using your visualization and meditation tools to attract the outcome, right? See it as done, knowing all's well, surrendering, and then just go about your creativity. I haven't really used these cards, but I just found them and I thought they'd be fun. It's the law of attraction ones. It says, I can deliberately choose to feel better now. So this is kind of telling me, yeah, release any worry, release any concern, surrender the attachment, let it go, just keep on doing, keep on moving forward with an expectation of that miracle to occur, and it will. Now, lately I've been, because I've also been, toying with this idea of love and money, as I see they're very tied, I did pull a romance angel card. So if you are also seeking love, this will be interesting. It may or may not have to do with that. Yes, it says worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, because we're doing money reading as well, I feel like if you're working on a project, again, you planted the seeds, divine timing's at play, just keep on doing your thing. But this is also a message for those of you who are, in kind of not with your person yet, perhaps, like maybe you've met your love interest, or maybe you haven't yet met, but this is about worth waiting for. And it feels like just staying in that center space, staying active within your creativity, within your passion, doing you, working on yourself, knowing that this is worth waiting for, and divine timing is at play. I don't know how it'll work to put these, a romance angel hello in there as well, but I felt inspired to, so I am. So just take what applies and leave the rest as general readings. This is just what it is, right? So that was the dolphin. Let me know in the comments below how that resonates. I also have many courses on meditation, journaling, mindset, like inexpensive, home study courses around those things to help you create a practice if you don't already have one. Okay, so pile number 2. This is the Blue Calcite. Let's see what messages are coming up for you to align to your next level money goals. Okay, so Moon Cycles is the first card. So Archangel Haniel, it says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation capitalize on these cycles. So Archangel Haniel is an amazing angel to work with. She's helps you connect with your intuition and your emotions, but also literally working with the moon phases. You may be a spiritual, already kind of in tune with this, but you maybe even have this message before, but maybe not really utilizing it. But using the energy of the full moon, of the new intentions, the new moons are great for creating intentions. Full moons are about releasing, the fears and the concerns and the limitations, like really using that and paying attention to your energy throughout the cycles too. Especially if you're self-employed, it feels like a lot of you could be like self-employed with your own schedule. I know being highly sensitive and empathic my whole life, even my business prior to doing this intuitive and coaching mentoring practice, I hair. So I've been self-employed, basically creating my own schedule for a long time. And it feels like you could be a creative. You could also be somebody who either would benefit from being self-employed if you're not already. But also it does feel like, having that control of your schedule is awesome. And then just set yourself up for success, whether, how is your work day? Is it working for you each day? How you have your time spent doing your jobs or seeing your clients if you are an intuitive reader, healer, coach, etc. in the service industry or whatever, and do have control over your schedule. That's helpful. If not, if you've considered being self-employed, it feels like that's a good validation. Maybe it's your purpose work you're being called to, right? You don't know how to do that. So that's just something that came through for some of you. Be honest with yourself. So, and I'm looking at these one at a time. And so be honest with yourself. This is like ask for what your heart's desires are. Tune into your heart's desires. Begin to work with your angels. I'm seeing the card of transformation. So likely you have been aligning either wanting to career shift, I feel like, into your purpose work, or feeling called more deeply full-time into your purpose work, or maybe it's even your purpose work is shifting, right? As a general reading, there's different scenarios, but it really feels like tuning into your true heart's desires and really asking and spending that time in that visualization and meditation space. And it says block out distractions. It says your life purpose and other priorities need your individual undivided attention. So take charge of your schedule. This is funny. I am looking at these one at a time. Take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to block them out. And so this is really about you focusing on you. I feel like you do have an idea in your heart, or you do know that you want to take your purpose work to the next level. Maybe it hasn't been able to fully support you yet, or perhaps you want it to on a bigger level so that you can maybe get out of debt, or, there's lots of scenarios around this, but this is about taking your purpose work out into the world. You're using your gifts to make money. And there's oftentimes a lot of work around self-worth that happens around that. It's hard. Sometimes there's just, it's easier sometimes to, when you're not putting yourself out there, it feels like there could be some, working on your heart chakra, working on your ability to receive for you, for your gifts, right? Not just for a tangible product, like we're kind of told to. Like, the spiritual work that a lot of us are being called to, it's not as tangible. And so it can be feeling vulnerable to trust yourself and to open up your worth, to actually ask for what you're worth, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting to. For some of you, it's also about increasing your rates, right? It's like you're working really hard and maybe you're doing readings just for really inexpensive or for free or for trade or something like that. So for some of you, if that's true, it's important to start charging for your work or increase your charging for your work, and know that you're valuable and the transformation you provide is invaluable, right? Optimistic, say your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So this is, you have this vision, you have this dream. It feels like you're really guided into more purposeful work, your uniqueness, your unique message and gifts, which is also what I support people a lot with, is helping you get more clear on your unique message and gifts and really creating that purpose-driven business foundation. So you can always reach out if that's resonating and you need some support, different ways for that. But this is really just saying validation of your dreams. Like, this is like, stay optimistic, stay focused, and really just keep your eye on the prize and take time for that morning ritual. I'm a big proponent of that, and that came up in the first group as well. I can pivot from feeling bad to feeling good. So this is a choice, right? This is about awareness. This is awareness of noticing, when are you in your light, and when are you attracting positively, and when are you in your shadow, complaining or feeling doubt or feeling concern or worry, or which one are you in? And you can just choose to shift to alignment at any moment. That's the cool thing. There's always a point of attraction to alignment. The first step is the awareness. Then you have to choose to pivot, and that does take some spiritual tools or practice. Really, the biggest thing is just awareness, and within the awareness, sometimes you create the immediate shift. But then I would say take the conscious choice to practice that. And that's why the morning routine and rituals are super important, because we have to reprogram our beliefs and our mind and our confidence and all these things. And so the inner work is really half of the income for self-employed and for spiritually based businesses, especially. Well, for any business, true. But I feel like a lot of you guys are really into your purpose work. It's a big part of it, right? And a lot of us have a lot around that. So I'm going to pull the angel cards. And remember to comment below if you're interested. I had talked about this in the beginning. I'm thinking about doing either a money or money and love. So if you have a preference on money or money and love, either live small group program or digital course, around really working the energy around that. Because I believe they're really tied. And a lot of the people that I'm being called now in my next iteration of business are like the soulmate twin flame unions, which this feels like could be for you guys. That's probably why I said all that again. So if you're also manifesting love and money have those same root causes, right? And what I'm seeing here, religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. So two things come up. I do feel like many of you are very much know that you're either on this twin flame journey or a high level soul conscious love, right? Soulmate love, where you're here to really awaken and bring in more unconditional love. And maybe you're not in union yet, or if you are, this is still about doing the deeper work together. And there's a past life relationship here. So the person feels like just a validation for some of you that this is that. And then a couple other ways this cards could read: religious factors. So there's vows of poverty, past life issues, both of these, right? So this is also past life issues. So maybe doing some, if you're already clairvoyant or intuitive, doing some past, doing some past life clearing work, whether it's just vows of poverty or sacrifice. There's lots of things like that. If you do feel aligned with that twin flame or soulmate journey, then you can clear karma with them as well, because love and money are closely tied. Our ability to receive, right, is really closely linked together. And as we heal one area, we heal the other. And if we're on that journey, a lot of the women are being called, the divine feminine are being called into really working in those lower chakras, that first and second chakra. First chakra, especially around survival and finances and stability and, or purpose work and all those things. So if that resonates for you, then this is definitely, do some of that inner inquiry work, or perhaps even reach out to somebody who does readings or healings on this stuff. I definitely do those things as well. So you can reach out. I don't do a lot of individual readings. I usually do mentoring packages, but my business is shifting and expanding. And so, you can always comment, or maybe I'll put my email below and you can ask me, and I will do that for you, because I've been feeling this past life energy is really important to get a hold of and clear the karma. And the way I do that is always you know, not to get dwelling in the past life, but how is this past life currently affecting you now? And let's do some clearing work on it. Okay, beautiful. Let me know how that resonates below, and like and comment below as well. I'd love to hear how this is for you. It's I've been doing readings and healings for a really long time, but the YouTube is kind of new, trying to grow my channel, and also the figure cards, which, you know, are kind of new for me too, but are really fun. So we're going to move on to pile number 3, which is the Lemurian Stone. I've been really connecting a lot with the Lemurian and Atlantis energy. Which is funny because the dolphin kind of feel my Atlantean past life there, and Lemurian here. So let's take a look at how to up level your next level money goals. Okay. So the first card is you are safe. Archangel Michael says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones and home. So I feel like, for a lot of you, you might be wanting to make a career jump or switch, right? Perhaps you're still working in a job and want to move fully into your purpose work, or you're in your purpose work and you're struggling and it's not quite getting you where you want to go. And so, and so it feels like just trusting in the angels, working with your spiritual support, and knowing that as you continue to align with your heart's desire, with your purpose work, you are fully supported and cared for in all ways. This also feels like, for some of you very specifically, that if you're looking at investing in a program of some sort that will support your purpose work, I know this feels like some of you, that might be kind of scary to make that leap of faith of that investment to get the coaching or the foundational work that you need to take your business out to the next level or at all. I know for me, it was very scary. The first time I did that, it was like, not the first time I did that, but I ended up being called into this like $22,000 speaking program, workshop program. Oh my gosh, I was so triggered. And it was really hard to take that leap of faith. But when I tuned in, because I developed my intuition and trusted my spiritual support, I took the leap of faith. And of course, I was able to make those payments. And it really shifted my life and business in a huge way. Right? So sometimes we have to take that leap of faith. And I'm not saying, you know, you started at that necessarily that level, although for some of you, maybe it is kind of like, oh my gosh, this is like super stretching my comfort zone. You're protected if you are aligning with your purpose work. You're always provided and protected for, and so is your family. Feels like guilt and spending, like some of it could be just getting the support, even the energy work or healing or mentoring support, clearing work, you know, for yourself. Because there's also, for a lot of us, visibility fears or like self-worth and things like that that are important to work on as well in terms of receiving your next level money goals. But a lot of these readings so far, which makes perfect sense, that's who I tend to work with, is those who have purpose-driven, spiritually based ideas or gifts that they're meant to take out in the world and be of service, and then also be provided abundantly for. Sometimes have to work through some of the money stuff and the value in those things, which is the next card, inner power. And so this is about knowing that you have everything within you. I see her wishing on a star. So every single group has gotten some little nod towards make sure you're using your magical manifestation abilities, like focusing usually your visualization, your intuition, your morning routine, or, you know, it doesn't have to be in the morning, although I think spending at least 5 minutes in the morning is very powerful to create the intention for your day at the very least. But I like to spend, you know, I have a little meditation routine. I have little like home study courses, really inexpensive, around meditation and journaling. If you need support with that, you could let me know. But most likely you know about the power of visualization and manifestation, and it's like using that time to really focus on your vision. And for some of you, it's about clarifying that vision too. So clarifying your vision and your true heart's desires without compromise, because sometimes we see this big vision, like speaking on stages and writing books and like, you know, all these big things. I'm like, how am I going to do that? And then we get overwhelmed and it shuts down. And so this is like important for you to know that you have everything. You're completely provided and protected as you start to make these transitions into your purpose work. It's needed. And so this is saying follow your dreams. So a few things are coming up. So follow your dreams. So just keep trusting it. Ask for the spiritual support. I love working with the angels a lot. So ask your spiritual support team, however that looks to you, your intuition, higher self, God, angels, however, fairies, right? Atlantean, dolphins, all of it, right? Whatever you're connected with. And really tune into that higher source of wisdom. And it feels like they're working with you in your dreams and in your sleep. So if you remember your dreams, journal them, write them down, take those epiphanies and ahas upon waking as guidance, and take action. but also just feels like they're kind of working with you and healing with you and getting you clearer and clearer and clearer and helping you build your confidence around your ability and steps to do this. But then it requires us to take the steps, and the steps come one or two at a time. So don't feel like you need to have everything all figured out before you're willing to take action, or you're just going to be like stuck at a stalemate, standstill point, right? We have to take the step and then more guidance, and take a step and then more guidance, right? Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose fun and meaningful activities so that you can look forward to exercising, and it can become its own reward. So a couple things come up for some of you. This I did pull a couple of, because I've been working with people on aligning to their spiritual gifts and purpose work and waking their intuition and getting their purpose work out in the world for a long time. But then I've also now been activated more on my twin flame journey. So I did do a couple of angel cards, which I haven't looked at yet, or romance angel cards. But what I'm seeing here is I am seeing what I'm seeing as a little bit of as a twin flame or high level soulmate journey here in this card as well. That's just a side note for you too. It's like that, and the Omega. It's just I'm seeing that energy that is there for you. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And so for part of the feminines who are on that journey, it's about us really rooting into our balancing our masculine and finances and purpose work in the world right now as we're kind of manifesting this into union, right? Or perhaps if you're already together, which it doesn't feel like most of you are, but some of you may be, figuring out the next iteration of your purpose work together. But mostly this is about exercising, eating well, reducing caffeine, drinking water, like tuning into your body. What are your body's needs in order to raise the vibration and manifest quickly? Ooh, like it. And that's alchemy. And when you do that, you have the Midas touch. Your projects turn to gold. So really this is about whatever ideas you have, begin taking the action. You know what to do. Do not let fear stop or distract you. Begin to take the steps and take excellent care of your body by resting, by exercising, by feeling well, and just going for it. And the vibration of play, I see the dolphin in here. And it's like that vibration of miracle and play, and just that feeling of freedom is really... that enthusiasm is very attractive to people and to situations and to money. I want to harmonize with my desire. So this is just recognizing anytime you go into fear, this is recognizing, the mind patterns, where are you, we're either attracting what we want or repelling what we want. And so really paying attention. And this is again where the routines really help. Being grounded and present, when we're worrying about the future or feeling bad about the past or disappointed about what hasn't turned out right yet, or whatever, like the launch didn't go well, or, we're disappointed and regretting the past, or we're in the future worrying, we're not at our point of attraction, right? We need to be present in the present moment, focused on what it is we desire. So as soon as you recognize your energy is kind of in the forward and in the past, or you're manifesting, you're not really in alignment at that point. So really recognizing that alignment is going to be really, really important. It always is, right? Oh, I knew it. Okay. So yeah, this group is definitely manifesting high level soulmate twin flame type love experience. This is just a validation chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. So that's really awesome. And it's interesting too, as in our sexual energy, not you don't have to be having sex, but like we all have that within our second chakra, or that passion and that desire that you might be having can be channeled for your business as well. And so getting back to that place of passion or desire, and if you have, chemistry towards somebody, then and that magnetic pull, you can, that's great for a love relationship and for attracting this kind of a validation, it feels like, of somebody you've met recently. And with this other card, I kind of feel that connection union there for some of you. So you'll know if that's you. I'm seeing her heart, which I've never really seen that, but I see her heart expanding, like you've been doing a lot of work on your heart chakra, which is for love and money. But use that passion, that creativity. If you're in separation, you're not, or you haven't really, either you haven't met them yet, or you're meeting them soon, or you met them and you kind of wonder what this is about, right? It's kind of fresh, it feels like. But using that passion to root your creativity in your business is really powerful. And then release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So clear your energy. This also feels like it could be past life. It could be tied to money. But mostly this is feeling like for the relationship that you're wanting to manifest or create more deeper up level, taking the commitment to the next level kind of a thing. Do some clearing work on your ex, doing some clearing work and healing work, or even if you're in a relationship already, right? This is about opening your heart. So forgiveness letters, I'll put a link down below here for a freebie for forgiveness work, but it's like I have a 4-step process where, you know, you write the letter, you could do this to mom, dad, and this is specifically to your exes. So energetically, you could be, well, it could be physically, if you're physically in a karmic type, you know, if you know you're in a relationship and you let go, well, this is kind of like, well, that, and sometimes we can feel guilty if you met somebody. This is like for a small few. You met somebody and you're like, oh, what's this? And you're over here, but you already knew this was kind of bad. It's like kind of pushing you towards recognizing, hey, is this what you really want? Most of you, I think this is actually forgiveness work and energetic work and past life work around clearing your ex relationships to open your heart to love, and also your worthiness. So how that relates back to money is love and money are always so tied, which is why, you know, definitely let me know if you're interested in either a money or love and money type course, group, or digital course. Because I'm thinking about creating that. It's so tied together, our self-worth, like your worthiness, like clearing and opening your heart chakra. You've been doing a lot of work, I can see that, but it's about continuing it. And part of the next step would be energetically having forgiveness towards yourself and others for situations and relationships that maybe weren't of the highest, right? A lot of us experience pretty traumatic, you know, different types of abusive or unhealthy, toxic, narcissistic, like usually the very sensitive empaths with open hearts. We kind of have this lesson about really, and it makes sense. I think, I don't know if you got the step into your power card, but essentially, you know, helping you step into your power and feel your worthiness. And so that's an important message as well that will help both your love and your money. So I hope this resonated for you. Make sure to subscribe, share this, tell me how this was for you. I've been doing readings and healing work and mentoring work on purpose work and intuition, and now into this activating this twin flame and soulmate unions. And so YouTube is kind of new for me. So I'd love to have you support me. If you feel that this is resonant for you, I'd love to know, and I'd love to be doing more videos for you. So you can also give me any ideas around readings that you'd like to hear from as well. So have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and talk to you soon. Bye.